Hi, everybody. I know I didn't announce this live stream that I'm doing now, but I will upload it once I'm done uh, recording. I was in some very heavy meditation today. I was listening to my Prince music. You guys know I love Prince. I love what he's all about. I love what he stands for. So, what I'm here to do today in his honor, I know he didn't like, counting birthdays. Today is his birthday. Today is his spiritual day, okay, of living life eternally and at peace. He's free now, okay? Um, and he taught us whatever he came here for, he done. Nobody comes here perfectly. Nobody is a perfect um, we have to do things. Sometimes we have to go through things in order to reach perfection, okay, in our life. And Prince, as a musician, was brought here by the Creator to bring messages to us about life and love. And that's what I'm all about, period, point blank. I'm not here to put anybody down. Um, I'm not here to make videos about other people and things that's just outright cruel. That's just not cool. It is not cool, and I don't like it. But I'm here to talk about Prince. And maybe what I say, I really done a lot of research before I got this online to say that I felt like this is what he would want me to say to people. Um, he was an amazing man. There's a lot of things that was done in the background that you and a lot of other people don't know about. They're not going to talk about that. All they're going to talk about is things that they can do to cover their own asses for what they've done, you know, for for riches and for fame. They always say, somebody like that, that's powerful like that can reach people. They always bring them down. They might have took his body, but they did not take his soul or his spirit. It still lives within us. We're all connected some kind of way, through the universe, through our most high creator. We are all the same. We're all connected. We have to learn to love one another, and that's what Prince's theme was. That was what he was brought here to say. He's a Messiah. We all are some type of Messiahs. We come here to say and do something, whether it's something big or whether it's something small. It doesn't matter. That's your purpose, and we have to realize that. And your purpose is best mostly about love. So we're going to bring about love, and love comes in loving yourself. And once you come to that determination of loving yourself, which is a process, okay, because we've been brainwashed a lot when we're younger, believing in certain fantasies and illusions. Well, as we get older, we have to come out of those fantasies. We have to come out of those illusions, and we have to see life the way it really is, which is spiritually. Our spirit is eternal. And I can promise you that it is. So don't be afraid of what they call here as an illusion is death. Is actually forever life. And it's going to be easier, way easier than what we are experiencing here in this skin. Okay? Is what you create here is what you're going to live with forever when you move on to the everlasting. Okay? So let's talk about Prince Rodgers Nelson for a moment. And I got this article here. Please bear with me. Hello, everyone who's come in. Please bear with me with this. It's going to be a little lengthy. Forgive me if I'm stumbling over words or anything like that. I'm a little emotional. I'm not emotional because of, any type of thing about Prince leaving us. It's about what he stood for is what brings tears and emotions to my eyes. And this is something all of us need to grasp, because all the music that he has put out here, his legacy that the Most High God put into him through music, is preaching and teaching. Just like me and tarot readers that's here, he put, Spirit uses us to bring on teachings and preachings to other people to help their lives to do better. You have to go through the negative to get to the positive, okay? There's no other way around that. You have to get there first. And then, use spirit to help you to get to this positive. All of us deserve love. We are lovable. We are created out of love. Whether it came from your parents or it came from your creator, who you are. That's where it all begins, with you and your inner spirit. You have to know this. You can't rely on others to give you what you already have. You can't force to have anything that don't wants to have you. That's part of loving you, is just letting go. Letting go and let your most high, let the spirit guides, let the universe do what it needs to do, because you're part of a plan. You're part of a purpose. Love is going to come to you. Don't worry. It's coming. It's for everybody. But you got to be willing to love yourself first. And then the universe will open up all that love and send it to you, as well as you send it out to others. You can't be selfish with love. It's an unselfish thing. We have to balance out things too. Love and hate. We have to balance that out. We have to put it in a balance, on a scale. And when it does come to a scale in your life, you have to see more love than you do hate or anger or untrustworthy. Where are these words coming from? I know, but I'm led to say it. And welcome to you all who come to this, again, surprise live video. And we're going to talk about Prince for a moment. Like I said, I am going to be doing a little card reading as well. All I want you guys to do is just listen, say hi. I see you all out there. Like I said, I'm going to re-upload the video. I know a lot of people that they're at work, things like that, and it's a surprise, too. But to all you that are here, please listen up. Please listen through this whole thing that I have to say here, because I was led to say it, and it needs to be said. Not only by me, by a whole lot of others. This is his birthday. Like I said, he didn't like celebrating birthdays. He was just a spiritual being. He was just like not into all the illusions of life. He separated himself from that in order to do what he needs to do, and we all need to do the same thing. We have to leave our legacy. So when we pass to the everlasting, it's going with us. It's going with us. Don't take no negative out of here with you. Don't do that. Your subconscious mind is going to live forever. That's you. And what you created and what you've done. I mean, we all do some things that's not right, but we have to redeem ourselves, Redeem yourself through yourself. That's how you make it through, is redeeming yourself through you, not through other people. Get yourself together first. I have to do the same thing. I'm not better or perfect in no way, shape, or form. And that's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, is because I had to redeem myself. And I'm still working on myself. It's a work in progress. And thank you all, because you are helping me by me helping you through the spirit guides, through your ancestors, through the number one master creator of all things and all people. We are all one. Remember that. Ain't got nothing to do with race. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. That's all an illusion that man makes up to keep people separated. We have to come together to make this thing work. Not only just for here, but for the hereafter as well. So let me get on with this. And I got my little tissues here. If I start, crying or whatever, hey, it is what it is. Please forgive me. If I stumble over a few words, please forgive me on that too. But I got to let this out today, now, and then I'll be able to rest and get my readings done for this evening. So, with Prince Rodgers Nelson, I honor you, and I know a lot of other people honor you. You deserve it, okay? The following tragic death of pop music legend Prince, a portrait has emerged of a humanitarian artist who sought to find ways to uplift people who were struggling And while his fame was certainly not a result of sharp social political insights, he composed a number of songs that could be regarded as protest songs. So, he was a humanitarian. He loved people. Prince recognized the importance of Black Lives Matter movement. He donated money to the family of Trayvon Martin, who was killed by George Zimmerman. He made arrangements for the family of Eric Gardner, who was killed by NYPD officers, to attend one of his concerts in Baltimore. As a commentator, Van Jones revealed on CNN, he served as an advisor for Prince, who inspired him to launch Yes We Code and Green for All Intuitives. Yes We Code stemmed from Prince's idea that maybe civil rights activists needed to do more to open up to tech industry to low-income Black youth. It was set up to teach low-income Black youth how to write code. And Prince funded hackathons in cities like Detroit and Philadelphia to the intuitive. Green for All was a nonprofit organization launched by Jones to help people out of poverty by giving them green jobs. Prince funded this too, and even helped families in cities like Oakland. He put solar panels on their homes. As a Jehovah's Witnesses, Prince believed everything was between him and his God. Basically, that's spirituality. That's within inside himself. He engaged in none of this giving for attention or glory. Okay? Let me repeat that. He engaged in none of this giving for attention or glory. He believed in the importance of using his status as a pop artist to help make the world better, and did so privately. Excuse me. When musical artist Prince came together to form for Supergroup USA for Africa and recorded the charity single We Are the World to bring attention to famine. Prince refused to participate. He was aggressively hounded by media, and his security tangled with some reporters trying to get Prince. In response to all the uproar, the single Hello was recorded. It was the B-side to Pop Life. The song described harassment by the media and tried to make it clear Prince cared about hungry children. Our record stands tall. There's just as much hunger here at home. We'll do what we can if we all try and understand. He had donated money from his Purple Rain concert tour to food banks, as well as inner city programs for students, led by Marva Collins, who was a Chicago teacher. Prince believed in hiring female musicians and opening up the music industry to more women from 1979 to 2016. He brought women like Gail Chapman, Sheila E., Lisa Coleman, Wendy, Vanity, Six, Sheena Easton, Janelle Monáe, Liana, and others into his band. Abdonna Grantis, the guitarist for his all-woman band Third Eye Girl, he told Mojo magazine in April 2014, "She can play better than anyone and she can look better while doing it. I've had enough of guys standing with their boots stuck in on the stage. You go and see Donna and she'll be lying over the amplifier playing the best solo you've ever heard. The feminine energy on the planet is very strong now, after being suppressed for so long." Now here's a look at some of the many protest songs which Prince recorded. Peace is more than absence of war. Let me repeat that. Peace is more than the absence of war. Prince released Baltimore, a single from the last album Hit and Run Phase 2, 2015, which explicitly addressed the killing of Freddie Gray by Baltimore police. He sings, "Peace is more than the absence of war," and address rampant gun violence. "We're tired of crying and people dying. Let's take all the guns away," he adds. "It's time to hear the guitar play. Play the guitar." Sorry, y'all. And the final part of the song features the chant, "If there ain't no justice, then there ain't no peace." The theme of coming together to play music and party as resistance to an unjust world surfaces in much of Prince's work. His names for his bands, The Revolution and the New Power Generation, reflect this idea that the music played together on a given album representing the departure from the dominant and unbearable social order. On Dirty Mind in 1980, his third album, a song called Party Up, was an anthem for revolutionary rock and roll against war. "How you gonna make me kill somebody I don't even know?" He sings against being drafted against the war. "All lies, no truth. Is it fair to kill the youth?" The song ends with Prince repeating, "You're going to have to fight your own damn war, because we don't want to fight no more." Another song on the album, Uptown, also partying, but in this case, it's about a place in the city free of prejudice or racism. The people in the song don't want to be downtown. People who are downtown are nowhere bound. This is the part of the city that is neglected, where people feel trapped by circumstances to be free. Everybody's going uptown. This part of town is where you can't set your mind free. I know you all understand what that means. That's the industry. You sign contracts, you are not a free spirit or a person. You set your mind free. The people who feel like they are victims of society can emancipate themselves in uptown. Widely considered one of the definite tracks of Prince's career in 1999 was the title track of his 1982 album. It was 2 years into Ronald Reagan's presidency, and this was Prince's response to the fear of the U.S. government setting off a nuclear war with the Soviet Union. Once again, the people are partying, and this time it's in defense of a nuclear apocalypse. Prince sings about people running everywhere from destruction. "War is all around us. My mind says prepare to fight. So if I gotta die, I'm going to listen to my body tonight," Prince sings. "No reason to care too much. Everybody's got a bomb. We could all die any day. Before that happens, I'll dance my life away." A version of the song ends with the line, "Mommy, why does everybody have a bomb?" He repeated that twice. The issue of nuclear was also addressed explicitly with Ronnie, Talk to Russia, on Prince's 1981 album Controversy. He urges Ronnie to talk to Russia before it's too late. He adds Ronnie, if you're dead before I get to meet you, don't say I didn't warn you." Dance On his album Love Sexy in 1988, featured the lyrics, Grande launcher wars in a television sky. Tell me how many young brothers must die. The impoverishment characters in this song make money through violence and live under the specter of nuclear war. Again, Prince implores everybody to dance on the face of violence. He tells the story of a young black man who puts his bass guitar down and puts up his Uzi gun. The man has turned it to crime to survive. It's time for a new education. The formal rules don't apply. We need a power structure that breeds production instead of jacks who vandalizes Detroit. What's happening? On his 1990 album Graffiti Dance, there are two anthems, the New Power Generation and Graffiti Bridge. The New Power Generation is a statement of revolution against war. Lay down your funky weapons. Y'all remember that? Lay down your funky weapons, Prince sings. Make love and music, not war. Ain't that the damn truth? Make love, not war. We are the new power generation. We are the new power generation. We want to change the world, Prince declares. The only thing that's in our way is you. And you elites, you know who you are. You're the only one in the way. Your old-fashioned music, your old ideas, we're sick and tired of you telling us what to do. It's a song for the ruling class and political elites. Didn't I just say that? Who have nothing but contempt for the younger generation who believe there must be a better way. Pardon me for thinking, Prince says, but there's something under my hair. I bet you thought the lights were on, but no one's living there. You think that if you tell enough lies, they will see the truth. I hope they bury your old ideas the same time they bury you. He implores, love is there if you just open up to it. And if you just believe, your whole world would change. If you would just believe, my friends, your whole world will change. On the same album, Graffiti Bridge is a utopian place people search for. It can be found through loving another, someone who makes you feel happy or laugh when you want to cry. It's also a place where one realizes there is a future that is worth fighting for. No longer do you want to give up. You believe everything will be all right, even while still faced with a struggle. Walk, Don't Walk on Diamonds and Pearls 1992 has a message similar to New Power Generation. Prince lists off all the things society dislikes about certain groups of people. For example, how they can walk with a confident stride and upset society, even if a person only talks, and when they are asked to speak, society still won't listen to certain groups of people. And that's real. They will only be happy if those people walk away and be a fool. Don't walk away and be a fool. So Prince tells those faced with hate to walk on any side they like. He says the sun will shine upon them if they keep walking their own way. In other words, have your own self-esteem. Be your own person. You're brought here for a reason, a purpose. Don't let oppression have you determinized, take away pride in yourself. His album, The Gold Experience in 1995 featured We March, one of the more explicit songs about rising up and throwing off the chains that hold people down. It commended our environmental racism and the prejudice of money leaders. If this is the same avenue my ancestors fought to liberate, how come I can't buy a piece of it, even if my credit's straight? Prince asked. If all the water's dirty and I want to lay the pipe, my dammy, the river that I drink from, will it be the same as your mammy? It also features a verse about not degrading women by calling them bitches. In the chorus, Prince urges people to find a rhyme that has reason and will free the mind from angry thoughts, the racist kind. If we all want to change, get in line. We're all kicking down the door, and all is what we're marching for. Later, Prince adds, we ain't got no time for excuses. The promised land belongs to all. We can march in peace, but you best watch your back if another leader falls. Compensation, which, which appeared on the album 2010, is about the need for compassion and love in the world. When ego, fear, and judgment become the rule of law, watch the polar ice caps heat up, melt down, and thaw. He also sings, in the high-seated lawless, no love can be found. And whatever skin you're in, it's important for us all to be friends. Amen. I'll say stop. Amen. I made something about that. It's a hard thing to come out of saying that. Okay, but yes, that's true. Artificial Age, his album released in 2014 with his all-girl band Third Eye Girl, built on this theme of marching and partying together to free the people with a song. Art of Official Cage. The title is a play on artificial cage, and it is about breaking out of the prisons in one's life. What should I expect if I'm not willing to fight? Prince asked. There's no reason to tolerate being treated like a second-class person anymore. And that goes for all of us. Freedom ain't free. They lock you in a cell if you try to be. Prince composed several songs which inspired by the most pressing social and political issues of the time. Act of God, which appeared on his album 2010, is an incredible protest song against banks and other financial institutions. As he is described, dirty fat banker sold a house today, sold in auctions, wants the family out the way. Kicked them on the street because he couldn't pay the tax. Call it into act of God. He calls out the tax dollars used to build a plane to drop bombs, supposedly to keep us all safe from Saddam. In chorus, he says, I got news for you. Freedom ain't free. They lock you in a cell if you try to be. It is Prince's way of confronting indifference towards systems responsible for poverty and war. Andy Christian on Controversy uses a foil character to confront the evils of the world. It mentions the assassination of John Lennon and highlights murders in Atlanta in reference to the FBI Afghan sting against corrupt politicians. The immortality inspired Prince to craft a devilish character who lurks in the city among the population. For his 1985 album Around the World in a Day, Prince produced a song called America, which starkly depicted income inequality. On a mountain climb, Prince states, meanwhile little sister makes minimum wage while living in a one-room jungle monkey cage. She may not be in the black, but she's happy she ain't in the red. The chorus draws from America the Beautiful and pleads to keep the children free. It is also one more song where the threat of nuclear weapons looms. In Reagan's Cold War America, they make kids say the Pledge of Allegiance. Boom, 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 boom. The boom goes boom. Teacher, why won't Jimmy Pledge of Allegiance? Sign of the Times is a well-known title track in his 1987 album. It features stories of characters impacted by the war on drugs and drug addiction. Sister killed her baby because she couldn't afford to feed it. And we're sending people to the moon, Prince sings. The threat of nuclear war remains prevalent. And on this song, Prince wonders as he surveys communities in poverty, if a night falls and a bomb falls, will anybody see the dawn? On his 1991 album, Diamonds and Pearls, Prince sings about corruption by the almighty dollar on Money Don't Matter Tonight. A man trying to make ends meet has a gambling problem. The same man is later offered a cool investment. He is told he won't lose. All he finds are snakes in every color, every nationality, and every size. His attempts at getting rich quick and achieving an American dream are all for naught. The song shifts into a commentary about war. Hey now, maybe we can find a good reason to send a child off to war. So what if we're controlling all the oil? Is it worth a child dying for? Prince asks. Anything is better than the picture of a child in a cloud of gas. And you think you got it bad. And you think you got it bad. Imagine that. Possibility of one Prince's most contiguous songs, is the Avalanche on his 2002 album, One Night Alone. He characterizes Abraham Lincoln as a racist and suggests that 13th Amendment is the only thing that prevented blacks from being born into slavery, because he contends Lincoln wasn't in favor of setting people free. Prince references that the Wounded Knee massacre and how nobody in government wants to take responsibility for the war against Native Americans. Okay, the avalanche is the responsibility coming down the mountain and landing upon them. We don't need no race. Sexuality is all we need. Sexuality is all we need. We don't need a race war. We don't need to be in all that. Have fun. Chill. It was Prince's Purple Rain which prompted Temper Core, wife of Al Gore, to go before Congress and complain about the lewd nature of the album's lyrics. She founded the Parents Music Resource Center, and her campaign paved the way for parental adversity stickers on albums. Prince faced down the stigma in society against being open about one's sexuality through written before Tipper testified to Congress, Sexually on Controversy. It is a powerful anthem about sexuality being all one needs to be free. The pride in one's sexuality is combined with the need for revolution, for organizing. We don't need no segregation. We don't need no race, he declares. Sexuality is all we ever need. And I agree. One of these verses in the song, that facts that kids are taught by parents that love is bad. He challenges the notion that children cuss, fight, and engage in promiscuous behavior because of television. Children imitate their atmosphere, and if they are in a company of terrorists, alcohol, and U.S. history, what's to be expected? Is 3 minus 3 absolutely nothing? Dealing with the theme of technology, My Computer on the album Emancipation 1996 features Prince as he surfs the internet looking for someone to talk to who will help him believe there can be a better world or a better life. All he sees on TV is another murder on the news. I can't take no more. Evil incorporation, blowing up bombs and things, Prince sings throughout the song. He searches for human connection, and even when he connects, it does not satisfy his loneliness. The world is far, far more networked than it was in 1990. But even when he recorded the song, it was evidence to Prince how a person might turn to technology to free themselves from surrounding misery and despair. On Lotus Flower 2009, Prince cleverly uses this process of uploading and downloading to make strong political statements in his song, Colonized Mind. For example, uploaded the master race idea, genetically disposed to rule the world. Download a future full of isolated boys and girls. Upload a second party system, the lesser of two dangers, illusions of choice. Download a veiled from of facism. Nothing really ever changes. You never had a voice. The course describes how humankind's history is filled with colonized minds. And it is. Laws the colonized minds are expected to obey. Without God or morality, it's just the blind leading the blind. In other words, there is no emancipation or liberation. Dreamer on the same album is a stark statement on assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and what it means to dream of a society where everyone is created equal. Prince says he never knew he was different until King was on the balcony lying in a bloody pool. He expected so much more from a loving society. 21st century, oh what a shame that race still matters, Prince laminates. A race to what and where we're going. We are in the same boat, but I'm the only one rowing. We're all in the same boat. He's saying he's the only one rowing. He asks if you're ever clenched the steering wheel tight, praying that the police sears past you by the night. Finally, issues of race and class manifest themselves on Mars. The opening lyrics are about losing one's job at McDonald's for giving away too much food for free. But the character in the song couldn't watch another black child go to school with nothing to eat. We never own the streets that we keep defending, Prince sings. The money we got, we just end up spending with nothing to save and nothing for lending. You're never really happy, just good at pretending. If a rocket ship did not cost more than a car, a brother might blast off and go to Mars. Rest in peace and power, my beautiful, loving, caring Prince Rodgers Nelson. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was as heart-touching as it was for me. Now what I'm going to do for you guys out there, I want to just shuffle a few cards. This is my deck, Simply Love's Affirmation Cards, okay? And I just want to say, put a couple of words out there pertaining to what we just spoke about with Prince, how we should feel about ourselves, set ourselves free from this illusion, from being enslaved or thinking that you are, okay? It's time to come out of the illusion. It's time to set yourself free so we all could love one another. And that's awful weird because look at this. I made this in his honor. Hold on to your love. Hold on to your love. Ain't that something? Ain't that something how that I didn't pop it out, it fell out on its own. Hold on to your love. This man is here expressing himself. He wants to talk to people. He's gone physically, but he's still here spiritually. Call on him yourself. Listen to his music and free yourself. Free yourself. It's time. Now is the time. Now let's see what the fairies have to say to some of us. So anything you hear negative in the news, they're trying to smear his name, but they're not doing a good job of it because I think they went a little too far this time. And I feel like not only just him, but all the blood is on their hands. And it's now time to face the music. And while they're doing that, don't pay them no mind. Let's all focus on ourselves and get ourselves together and free our minds and our spirits, because we're going to have to learn to live without them. We have to release the control because they're going to have no more control. Believe that. Okay, this one says body movement. You know, just as I was reading an article in there about him saying, you know, get up and dance. While all this stuff is going on in the world, dance it away, you know, because it's going to be fine. You know, it just takes all of us sticking together as one, because bottom line is we're all the same. There's no difference. That's just the illusion to keep us all separated so we all could fuss and fight amongst one another while they get rich. keep you under a contract so they can take all the money while your family suffers, okay, over your own God-given gift. Learn to be independent. Have your own business, okay? Manage your own money, okay? Parenting and children. He talked about that in his lyrics. All this stuff is coming up because this is what he wants for us. Parenting and children. Parent your kids. Educate your kids on the new stuff, not the old stuff, not enslavement. Teach them about freedom. We are here. We were born free. We're going to die free. So let's live our life free. Not being afraid. Step up. So what? You're going to pass. You're going to pass anyway. But, pass with some dignity and some respect and morals about yourself, and leave your footprint behind for somebody else, as he did, as an example, as what God put him here for, as his purpose and reason through music. And it's going to carry on through many, many, many generations, because that's what he wanted. Look inside yourself. Okay? Look inside yourself. See who you really are. See where you come from. You don't have to go outside yourself for nothing. It's all built in, honey. It's all built in. Going outside yourself, you won't find it, because you don't know if that person that you're going outside yourself to or for has gone inside themselves. No, they're going to open a book and just read something to you and tell you what to do and stand on a platform. And it is nothing but fake and false information to make you feel good, to tickle your ears. Face yourself. Look inside yourself. And you will find it. You will find yourself, okay? You will be, Lord have mercy, breaking free. You will be breaking free. Look inside yourself. All that what I read to you about Prince and his journey and why he's here is all coming up here. Parenting. Tell these kids, tell these children what's up. Don't send them to wars to fight a war so they can get rich. Don't do that. Let them be creative. Let them do what they are created to do. Don't force them to do nothing they don't want to. Don't force them into nobody's war. Because when it's all said and done and they're in 6 feet under, they still going to keep on doing it. They don't care about that. They make it look like they do by having all these ceremonies and memorials and all. They don't care. They never did. All they needed was a body to go out there to fight, to put money in their pocket. So don't encourage war to these kids. Reject it. Let's start rejecting the system, because the longer we conform to it, the worse it's going to get. It's time to set ourselves free. All of us need to be set free. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm emotional about it. Sorry. Had to go there. Had to do that. So, that's all I got to say. That's all I have to say. Going to go ahead on and get to my personal private readings to you all. I thank you all who stopped by and had some words to say. I'm not here to just talk to you right now. Like I said, I just wanted to give an honor to Prince. Today is his birthday, and I know he doesn't celebrate that. He already spoke about that. He's a private person. He wasn't a bragger, but I'm bragging for him. How about that? I want people to know what this man really, really was about, not what they trying to put out there and make you believe like they do everything else. They always trying to throw mud somewheres where it don't need to be thrown, and we need to pick up some freaking mud and throw it right back at them by defending these people, not only his life but others' lives that they took out of here. It's time for us to stand up and start throwing that mud back and let them know it's not okay what you're doing here. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's wrong. And we want you to know that, you know what? We're willing to die for it too. How about that? Can you kill the world? Can you kill the whole world that stands together as one, no matter who you are, where you came from? Can you kill the whole world? Without us, they're nothing. And they know that. That's why they try to keep you separated. That's try to, kill people, and do all these illusional things. Stay out of the TV. Stop watching that bullshit and free yourself. Get into yourself. Train your children. Let them know what's up. Don't miss the boat because it's here. Listen to Prince's music. He's telling you like it is. He already seen he was a blessed. He was like a Messiah coming back in the music industry. God used him for a reason and purpose. Yes, he started off with the industry, but he ended up free. That slave he wrote on his face ended up being freedom. And he wanted freedom for everyone else. All right? I hope that helped out some people out there. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be talking to y'all again in mid-month. God bless you all. And fight for your freedom. Stand strong. Do what you want to do and work. Don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of nobody. And always care for yourself first. And don't give to nobody who don't want to give to you. Don't love nobody who don't want to love you. I mean, you can love from afar is what I'm saying. Because we all love one another. But I'm saying on a personal level, to make a spiritual connection with someone, don't allow nobody to run all over you and make a fool out of you. Because bottom line is that you're letting them. So think more of yourself, love yourself, care for yourself. And you'll be amazed how the universe will open up this beautiful world for you. He wants it for everybody. Nobody's excluded from this. Believe me. They're just excluding themselves. Okay? So there's nobody to blame but ourselves for missing out on opportunities out there that's opening up for you. For love, peace, happiness, and joy. Let's all learn to love one another and stop all this hate. I see videos sometimes of readers talking about another reader, and we're all supposed to be in unity. We talking about love. We here to help people. What are we making videos about somebody else for? For what? Are you crazy? Is there something up? You don't belong here. And you know what? That'll be taken care of too. But you are still loved. But all that'll be taken care of in time, in time. In time. And I'm not wishing no bad luck or nothing to anybody. I love you. I love you all. But when it comes to you're getting into negativity and spilling out negativity to someone else, by God, that stuff is going to come around like a boomerang. And it's going to hit you harder than what you try to hit somebody else with. Lies, deceit, hate, jealousy. That stuff ain't going down no more. It's just not happening anymore. So stop it. Stop it. Let's learn to love one another, regardless. If you don't like somebody, fine. You don't like somebody. You ain't got to make a video about. You ain't got to go around talking about people to them. Just don't like them and stay away and love them from afar anyway. Keep loving your heart no matter what. And don't attack. Don't do nothing. Just let the universe take care of it for you. And I hope you understand that, what I'm trying to say. I really appreciate, again, y'all being here. I'm going to get off here. Hi, everybody who's joined in. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for joining my channel. Again, y'all, I ain't forgot about the channel's name. I'm still contemplating. There's every one of y'all that, done it. All of them are great. Each and every one of them are great. And it's just hard for me to choose. But I'm going to make that choice. Just hang in there. I will put the video out and I will announce it. And then I will work on getting that channel up. And we're going to do a lot of things like this. But I just did this in dedication to Prince. And hoping that the things that he is saying in his music, listen to a lot of it. And you will hear more than just that. That's just a little speck of how he was as a person and how much he loved people. So don't feed into all the negativity that they're trying to throw out here at this man, because he did not deserve that. And neither did a lot of others that went before him in the same manner. They don't deserve it. And neither do you. You don't deserve it either. So love yourself so you can get love in return. You don't deserve it. And neither does these people either. And it's time for us to stand up and not be afraid anymore. Enough is enough. Gigs up. It's it. It's done. The revolution is coming. People gonna wake up and they're gonna see it for what it really is. And they're gonna be willing to die for it. And like I said, that's okay. Because there is an afterworld. You remember that. There ain't nothing here worth staying your whole entire life over when you're living in misery anyway. Okay? You're living in misery anyway. But you can make your life a lot easier. You can. By loving yourself and loving everyone else. Like I said, you don't have to like everybody. Everybody ain't gotta like you. The more haters you got, you know what? The better you are. Because you don't need a whole lot of people in your life. All you need is you and your Most High, your angel guides, your spirit guides. The universe will take care of you as long as you let it. And then they will take care of anybody who tries to interfere with your life. And you've done nothing to deserve it. Remember that. Sorry for the tears, y'all. Gotta go. Thank you again. Talk to you soon. Simply Love is out. Bye-bye.